Hi, welcome everyone. I'm Nisha DeGaring and I am back at LifeVantage with CEO Darren Jensen. And he has some exciting news for all of us today looking to crack that aging code. Hi, Darren.
Hi, Nisha. Welcome back. We're glad to have you here with us.
Good to be here.
And we're glad to have each of you here with us. We are here in our broadcast studios at our global headquarters in Salt Lake City, Utah. And it is a beautiful Saturday here. And as a matter of fact, it's a beautiful day anywhere in LifeVantage. And we want you to know that as a company that we are committed to cracking the aging code and to help you biohack your health. So in order to do this, we wanted to make it easier than ever. So we've created the Nutrigenomic Starter Kit.
This is the unveiling.
This is the unveiling.
It's right here in front of us.
Yep.
How does it work?
Well, how it works is that we took 4 products that are so essential that they needed to be taken together every day, and we put them into one convenient package.
That's what it looks like.
It does.
That's your first glance at it. So this is a great starting point, Darren, but are there other benefits?
Well, other than being convenient, and answering a fundamental question, you know, one of the main questions that I get is, all right, I'm committed to biohacking, but really where do I start? You've got a lot of products. What do I start with? Now we have an answer.
Now you know.
Now we know.
This is what you do. Why, you travel a lot. I know a lot of people watching travel a lot. I keep thinking this is going to go easily right in the bag.
It does, you know. Typically when I travel, I have to, and even when I go to work, because I'm at the gym, then I have something at home at night, I have to get those big pill boxes, you know, that are divided up by day.
And they're plastic.
Yeah, plastic, and I'm sitting there putting all the pills in it, and as I put them in, I feel like I'm old, like a grandpa. Not a grandpa yet, but maybe one of these days, but you know, I just start feeling old. And this really gets rid of having to do that because it's convenient. And I would say one other thing is that, you know, when you're out traveling, if you can put this like this and put it in your bag, you could have some in your purse, you could carry some in your bag. So, you know, during the day, if somebody said, if you're answering a question about the company, whammo, yeah, whammo, bingo. You've got a nice sample, you hand it out to them, and they have the core, the fundamental, the foundation of our biohacking technology in one convenient packet.
I love it, Darren. Yeah. You're passionate about this, and I know the people watching are going to feel the same way. Let's take a closer look now at what we've been talking about.
Every biohacker knows that every day is a fresh start, a blank canvas, a well of untapped potential, with your name written all over it. What you do with it, well, that's up to you. But here's a pro tip. When it comes to today, you're going to get out exactly what you put in. Good in, good out. And it starts with the Vitality Stack. We're on a mission to biohack the aging code. And that means building a Nutrigenomic Starter Kit with all the biohacking tools you need to start taking control of your health today. The Vitality Stack is made with 4 powerful products that work together and build off each other. ProBio lays the groundwork by supporting a fully functional immune and digestive system that can absorb nutrients, start your day right, and make the most out of NRF1, which is designed to help you think clear and stay focused during the day. NRF2, to keep your body and cells on point and in shape. And Omega Plus, that delivers the right blend of fatty acids and vitamin D to make sure your brain, heart, and organs are doing their thing. Take the Vitality Stack at home in a bundle, or take it on the go in a packet. Because no matter how you use it, you get the same 3 powerful products that have one goal in mind: to help you milk all the awesome you can out of today. So go ahead, nail that presentation, slay those bag lunches, or do whatever it is this guy is doing. Because no matter where you are or where you're headed, Vitality Stack is your building block to a better day.
I've been watching that video with Chief Marketing Officer Ryan Goodwin. You slid right in there as Darren slid out.
Ever so ninja-like.
ever so carefully. Ryan, he said the word biohack. We heard the word biohack in that video. I've actually seen billboards around Salt Lake City with that term. What does it mean?
You know, most people get tripped up on that term, maybe because they haven't heard it before, but they convince themselves that it might be something complicated.
Scary.
Yeah, maybe scary too. but the most important thing to think about with that term is it's actually not a complex one. It's a very simple one. And it is purely taking control of your own biology.
So how would you do that? Am I a biohacker? Are people watching biohackers?
Yeah, I love the idea that anybody that's done something to improve their health, however so small, is really taking their first step into the biohacker's journey. You know, so if you've chosen to skip dessert, there's a biohack,
I'm
right?
biohacking.
You're biohacking. Have your kids ever taken the Flintstone
They
vitamins?
have.
Then maybe they're biohacking too, like world's youngest biohackers right there.
Really? So at LifeVantage, did you figure out that you've been doing biohacking before that term even existed?
Yeah, you know, so the term biohacking isn't very old, and I would say that it's not even as old as our company. But if you look at the term biohack, it's actually synonymous for LifeVantage. I mean, if you break it down, the word life and bio are synonyms for one another. And the new connotation of hack is optimizing or taking control or vantage. So LifeVantage truly is biohacking.
So at LifeVantage, how are you biohacking the aging code?
So we focus on a brand new emerging science called nutrigenomics. Now, nutrigenomics is a study of how nutrients and natural compounds affect our genes. So we use that gold standard as the foundation of cracking the aging code.
But aging is what we're all doing, and so many of us just battling it with injectables, with Botox. Is that not enough?
Yeah, me too. I'm actually 75.
You look great.
You know, if you're just focusing on the way you look on the outside, I mean, you might be getting what you're looking for, but it's a lot like fighting a fire by batting at the smoke rather than looking at the cause of the fire. So nutrigenomics is specifically looking at the biochemical effects of aging on your cells, and that's where aging is actually happening. So if you really want to make a dent into aging, then you've got to be looking there.
You have a personal journey with biohacking.
Yeah, I do.
Can you talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, it makes me a little bit
Is
shy,
it
I guess.
personal?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Well, no.
Start at the beginning.
Honestly, when I tell my own biohacking story, I know that people probably think I'm making stuff up, but it's 100% true, and I wouldn't believe it if I didn't experience myself. But I was reading a book that had presented the idea to me that that issues of cognitive decline were not something to do with aging and something that was totally in my control. So it listed like 12 different issues that most people experience as they get older. For example, a brain fog in the afternoon, or word recall, or forgetting what you're talking about right in the middle of a sentence. Or have you ever gone into a room and then forgot why you went there?
Yes. You
Or-
walk back out, walk back in.
Yeah, or you keep on losing your keys and then you find them in the refrigerator.
Was that happening to you?
Well, you know, I had actually consciously noticed that out of those issues that I was reading about, that of the 12 or so that were listed, I had 11 of them, and I had consciously realized in just like the weeks previous to that they were increasing in their frequency, which was starting to get concerning for me because my family has a long history of neurodegenerative diseases. And so, you know, if I'm looking at memory problems in my early 40s, then I'm starting to get worried that I might, you know, end up in the same. So I started looking at all the things I could change in order to increase that cognitive performance in the day-to-day. So I was changing the way that I was eating, I was changing the way that I was drinking, I was making sure I was getting enough sleep, I was thinking about the junk light we get blasted with all day, and that's a whole nother topic. That's why I got these glasses.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
But amazingly enough, I was able to see improvements in those cognitive issues in just a few days. And then, so I was like, wow, I'm really liking this. And I started biting harder and harder and then basically doing it longer and longer. So over just a few months' time, I started to see that of those cognitive issues, I was experiencing them, you know, far less frequently. And in that same 90 days, I lost 10% body fat.
That's what's interesting. It wasn't only the cognitive that changed. What
Yeah.
else?
So that's what kind of blows my mind, though, is that what I loved about my personal journey is by focusing on something that I could change in a really short amount of time, right? And it's just a few days, I could see a difference in my word recall or my brain fog or the other cognitive issues that I was experiencing. And then over time, it just naturally changed my my metabolism. So now I have the metabolism of a 3 racehorses, I guess.
Okay, so speaking of racehorses, you and I were talking about this earlier off camera. I want you to share it with everybody out there. The thoroughbred comparison to what you're putting in your body.
Yeah, I like the idea that if I owned a thoroughbred, I'm going to be treating that thoroughbred in a very specific way, right? I'm not going to be letting it eat fast food every day and just drinking muddy water out of the trough, right? No, I want it to be drinking, the best water I can possibly find. I'm going to be thinking about optimizing its diet, making sure it has the right exercise because I want it to perform at its peak, and I'm respecting it as the $1 million investment that it is. But amazingly enough, people don't view their own brain with the same kind of value, which kind of blows my mind. You got to love your brain. And when you do love your brain, you're going to be treating it drastically different.
But is there scientific proof? Is there research out there that supports we can actually biohack our health?
Of course, you better believe it. And in fact, that's probably the best part of the story is how much scientific proof there is. I mean, in fact, the most recent research that's been published was by the National Institute of Aging. Are familiar with the National? So they're a sister organization to the National Institute of Health, and the National Institute of Health are the ones that do PubMed. So the National Institute of Aging is run by a government grant, and they've been studying things for the past 12 years, trying to figure out what's out there that could potentially extend life.
What did they find?
So they've been testing. Test animals, specifically mice, because they have the genetics that are the most closely resemble those in humans. And over the past 12 years, the only supplement that they found to extend life is Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. So it specifically extended the life of the test of male mice, the test animals, by 7%, which is really significant.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a lot more research needs to be done in order to see how that really plays out for humans, but it definitely points to its efficacy, and we're really excited about the possibilities.
And that leads us back to why we're here. How do we get started?
That's exactly why we put everything into this particular stack right here. We want to take the products that represent the core biohacker toolkit and put it in one simple package so someone didn't have to think about, well, which one, where do I start in order to get the kind of results that Ryan was just talking about.
Was it tough to know what to put in here?
So we wanted to take the foundation of any biohacker's toolkit, the products that work synergistically together, and put them in one package, right? So I like to talk about them in the order that they kind of hit my system. So first, ProBio, that's going to be optimizing my gut. So that's a great place to start.
Now, right here in the middle.
Yeah,
right?
So once the gut is optimized and my nutrients can now be absorbed properly, then we go into NRF1, which is going to optimize my mitochondrial function. You've heard of mitochondria?
Yes, the powerhouse
of the cell. So I want rockstar mitochondria, just like any self-respecting biohacker.
I'm learning with you.
Exactly. So, but what mitochondria actually, even when they're functioning effectively, that's the main cause of free radicals. And as you get older, your body's not as good at getting rid of those free radicals, and that's why we have Protandim NRF2 Synergizer in order to reduce that oxidative stress that comes from proper mitochondrial function.
And last but not least?
Last but not least, you want your brain cells communicating well with one another, and that's why we have Omega Plus. Now we have another video that's going to get into far more details, but that's the basics of what we have here.
Can I ask you this? Would our stack be the same?
So our stack would start the same. So the purpose of this too was to create the foundation for the greatest amount of people that we possibly could. But depending on your goals and your biology, your ultimate stack might be a little bit different. For example, if you wanted to manage your weight, then you might throw in some physique products on top of the vitality stack. Or if you needed some more cognitive performance in the afternoon, you might throw a nootropic like Axio in the mix as well. So the idea is that your ultimate stack is unique to you, but your foundation is going to be right here.
Yeah, what a great and easy place to start. All right, biohackers out there, rockstar biohackers.
Let's do this.
Let's find out more about each product that Ryan just talked about.
So the Vitality Stack starts with the basic foundation, NRF1, NRF2 ProBio, to which we added the new product Omega Plus.
NRF1 is helping specifically our mitochondrial function. It's helping the number of mitochondria that we need, so it helps the energy state, and it's also helping as far as what the blueprint is being followed, what genes are being expressed. Unfortunately, mitochondria, they produce free radicals, and oxidative stress is actually increased the more powerful they are and the more in use they are. So we need to take Protandim NRF2 alongside with it to decrease that free radicals, to decrease that oxidative stress that's happening. And that's why we also call it a 1-2 punch, because not only are we helping our mitochondria function normally, but we need to clean up the debris that happens with a good functioning mitochondria.
The probiotic that we have, it's going to improve the health of the gut, which is where 80% of your immune system starts.
So to have the company create a ProBio that has well-immune in it, that helps to calm that immune response, and in a time-release fashion where it actually gets throughout the whole intestinal tract to address the immune system.
The omega-3s are an essential component of our cell membranes, and omega-3 deficiency makes that cell membrane not function very well. We need those omega-3s to keep our cell membranes, our nervous system, our brain healthy. The other thing, vitamin D is something that is just essential from all aspects. It improves immune systems. I think when you combine all of these products together, you've got the home run.
We're going to continue to be at the forefront of nutrigenomics, coming up with scientific products that are proven to get a better benefit than you could possibly get by just taking those ingredients alone and then applying that to the biohacking outcomes of our customers today.
Yeah, we're going to round this out now with Chief Sales Officer Justin Rose joining me now after that video. And I imagine this is just exciting news for those out there building LifeVantage as a business.
Absolutely. Not only do our distributors now have a very convenient way to take the products, but they also have a very easy, simple way to duplicate their business and share the products with others. If you can imagine, Protandim NRF2 was the introductory to LifeVantage in the past. And now you have a nutrigenomic starter kit that works synergistically together with 4 products rather than 1 to start your business.
So the question everybody probably wants to ask you is, how soon can they get the product?
Well, that's the great news. The products are available right now. You can get the Vitality Stack by going to your back office and adding it to your subscription immediately. And your customers can go to your referral site and get the products immediately as well.
Justin, I feel like we should sweeten the deal a little bit more.
You know what? Just because you said that.
Okay, pretty please.
Let's add a promotion.
Yes.
And in the month of February, if you put the Vitality Stack on your subscription, you'll get a free Axio grapefruit. If you keep that subscription for 3 months, you'll get another Axio grapefruit. That's good for both bottles and the packets.
So you've known about this for a little while, and people have been talking about it here at LifeVantage. What's the buzz about this out in the field?
Well, you know, we've been able to actually leak out the information a little bit with our field advisory board. They were in last week, and I think it would be better to actually let them tell the story.
Let's take a listen.
Vitality Stack, to me, I mean, it's an absolute no-brainer. It's the baseline of where you're starting to integrate these biohacking products into your health strategy.
The stack itself is taking care of all different points of your health. So it's not just NRF2 or NRF1 or anything, but let's take care of the whole car, right? You don't put just gas in your car or just oil in your car. You need everything to make it run fast, to make it run strong. And that's what LifeVantage has done, is taking a more well-rounded approach to your health and giving you all the pieces, all the things that you need so you can have the best health possible.
So the cool thing about this Vitality Stack is it's got what I take on a daily basis all in one nice little package.
Just super excited about this because I think it makes it so easy. You know, so many times you say, oh my gosh, I forgot to take my this or my that because the bottle's sitting around. This is so simple.
You know, you got all these bottles, and when you go travel, maybe you pack one of these things, a big pill box or something, to put all your pills in, and there's a pain in the butt getting all that, taking the pills around or restacking that thing. Now, you just open your box and it's all right in there. They got all of it in there. I can grab a few of these if I'm going on the road traveling.
I'm super excited about this because we travel so much. So I can throw 10 of these in my luggage or 10 of these in my purse, and I'm not gonna have all these bottles.
Personally, I see one of the best uses too, for me besides travel benefits, is to be able to just give somebody, hey, here's 3 or 4 days while your package is coming to you, and they can instantly get on what I would consider probably the 4 most important things you should be on.
What this is going to do for everybody's business in LifeVantage is everybody in life loves convenience, right? It doesn't matter how good of a product or service you have, they want convenient. And we hear it all the time, what this is convenient.
To me, simplicity is the best thing, and this makes it simple. So it's kind of a no, for me it needs to be no thought. Just grab it, go, you know exactly what you need to take, and you're on the run.
I don't know, it shows us growing up, shows that next level of branding and of marketing and just all that. I think the field will be tremendously excited about this.
From a business perspective, what's so cool about this, we know we love Protandim. Everybody's on Protandim and nobody gets off Protandim, right? Well, that was just step one for us. Our scientists didn't stop. Now they've come up with a complete biohacking plan. This is our cellular health. And if we got everybody who was taking that $40 product on the Vitality Stack, think about what that would do for people's lives, for their health, and for business.
One of the things that will help you get the best results is taking your product consistently. So this is going to help you take your products and feel the benefits by getting them in your body every day. So order now.
Ryan, it looks like we have some excited biohackers out there.
We sure do. I'm one excited biohacker myself.
And I'm number 2.
3.
4.
So we hope by making the beginning of your biohacking journey so simple to approach that we're going to attract many more biohackers into our community.
Well, and Darren, this is right in line with the mission at LifeVantage.
I agree, because really what is our mission? It's to crack the aging code and to biohack your health. And to do that, we just made it so much easier. We've taken our core products, put them all in one packet, and mission accomplished. It's awesome.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Justin, you get to give the good news.
That's right. The Vitality Stack is available right now. Get to your back office, add it to your subscription, get your customers to your referral site, and take advantage of this great, great deal.
But wait, there's more.
There is more. There's a special promotion. If you get your Vitality Stack on your subscription in the month of February, you get a free Axio grapefruit. Keep it for 3 months, get another Axio grapefruit in the month of May. That's awesome. And that's for both packets and bottles.
Try the Nutrigenomics Starter Kit today, everybody, and see what it can do for you.
So remember, it's available now. Order today. And we want to thank all of you for joining us on this special broadcast with an incredible product. And we'll see each and every one of you here very soon at our Elite Academy in Indianapolis. We'll see you all there.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you in Indy.